Sometimes rewatching a classic movie can give you a sign that you have shifted realities. Get a mental picture of Star Wars, Darth Vader, and C3PO as we take a trip down memory lane with the Mandela Effect. Hello everyone, I am Michael and I help guide people on their evolutionary journey. Mandela effects are a great way of cracking open that pineal gland, awakening the third eye. And here we use Mandela effects to help assist in the awakening process. Star Wars gives us two outstanding Mandela effects. Many of us know the great quote, "Luke, I am your father." Right? No. That was never said, Light Warrior. Darth Vader never said, "Luke, I am your father." In this reality, at least, or after the timeline shift. If we go back and watch Star Wars, Darth Vader says, "No, I am your father." And there is so much residual evidence of this Mandela effect, of Darth Vader stating, "Luke, I am your father." How many of you Light Warriors know this world-famous quote of "Luke, I am your father"? Even James Earl Jones, the actor, remembers it as "Luke, I am your father." Now this is known as residual evidence, right? So we might see this quote written down maybe on t-shirts and other materials, right? But in the movie, when we go to actually watch the movie, Darth Vader says, "No, I am your father." But this residual evidence is undeniable. The interview of James Earl Jones talking about when he was reading the script and he said, "I saw, it said, 'Luke, I am your father.'" This is a call to action, Light Warrior. If this seems interesting to you, remember, all of us Light Warriors, we are to question everything. So do your own research and find the interview of the actual actor James Earl Jones stating the line, "Luke, I am your father." And there are other instances of James Earl Jones stating, "Luke, I am your father." But if that was never the quote, why would the actor himself state the term, "Luke, I am your father"? Why do millions of people have this memory of the quote, "Luke, I am your father"? And why is there so much residual evidence in books, in print, on t-shirts? Do your own research and question everything. So, also in Star Wars, many people know C3PO. And what color was C3PO, Light Warrior? He was gold, right? Did he have a silver leg? Right? So now C3PO has a silver leg. And many people are confused about this. And sometimes as these classic movies go through remakes, people assume that when the remake happened, then they put in the silver leg. But there is much residual evidence. Some of my friends have shared residual evidence of C3PO in the form of toys and in pictures having a full golden body with no silver leg. These two pieces of evidence of the Mandela effect are undeniable. And these pieces of evidence are important to our everyday lives because it shows us that our reality is flexible. because it's a frequency and we could tune in to different frequencies. So this is very important because it gives you back control of your reality, because you create the reality that you want to experience. But through the programming of the subconscious mind, that has been taken away from all of us. But this attempt to hide the Mandela effect, there's such efforts to hide it, and there are two reasons for this. People in power, wherever that power might come from, they don't want you to take back control of your reality. And this comes in the form of nature as well. In the form of cognitive dissonance, in the form of the ego. And this is nobody's fault. This is nature. So if you're new to the channel, we break down our reality in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And naturally, the ego wants to be right. And when it comes forth that there could be multiple timelines, the ego wants to lash out because the ego always wants to be right. So we should always carry discernment and always question everything. There are many theories of the Mandela effect, and that there are 7 main timelines that are merging. Do your own research. This is a call to action, and question everything. Sometimes the ego wants to be right, always, and that's why sometimes there are many negative words and vibrations that are sent out when people come across this Mandela effect evidence. They won't want to come to terms that there could be multiple realities going off at the same time. But your overall frequency that is emitted from your core will pick up the reality. So you always want to raise your vibration so that your consciousness will get in tune with a higher vibrational timeline. So if this seems interesting to you, you should always question everything and do your own research. Because if we watch Star Wars and we see the evidence of Darth Vader stating, "No, I am your father," but we see the actor James Earl Jones stating that the line was, "Luke, I am your father," how can the actor that actually spoke the words be wrong? Because our reality is flexible, and there are many realities, multiple timelines. So always raise your vibration to match the timeline that you want to experience. And this also gives us reason to why not every single Mandela effect will affect everyone equally. So for example, if there's a list of 20 of the top 20 Mandela effects, not all 20 of them will affect me. A great deal will affect me, but not all 20, if that makes any sense. So since there's multiple realities, some of them might have taken place where your consciousness was back in the day, and sometimes it does not. But all people should always be respectful as we see the fabric of our reality falling apart and a higher vibrational timeline emerging. Mandela effects are not to be feared, because remember, the most important thing in this universe is your everyday life. So always question everything, because questioning everything, light warriors, is your birthright. Remember, we cannot control what is around us. However, we can control from within. Be conscious of the Mandela effect, as it is evidence to a higher vibrational timeline. Use this consciousness to raise your vibration and increase your electromagnetism. Life is so much better when we are all together. If you find this message inspiring or know someone that could benefit from it, please share this message. I am Michael. Find us in the 5th dimension. Have a wonderful day living your everyday life. If this message resonates with you and you are new to the channel, why don't you click the subscribe button, give the video a like so that it becomes visible to more people, and please share with at least one other person, because if everyone shares with one other person, we could rapidly grow our 5D community. We rethink our reality in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration to improve our overall physical and mental health, and as we've been saying, Light Warriors, our everyday life experience. So create the reality that you want to experience, and always question everything, because questioning everything, Light Warrior, is your birthright. Luke, I am your father. I missed that line. Wish we could hear it again. Maybe one day we will. Victory of the light.